back.
Yay. So as you're saying about space raids, okay.
So Space Raid was designed by Scorp to be a playbook that doesn't use a running back. It is air raid on steroids.
Ooh, that could have been useful last week.
It could have been, but it takes a lot to work. It is snow,
Which is snow.
high
And
winds.
So for those of us in the audience who do not know, who do not keep up with the off season, what do these teams look like in coming into the early part of the
So
season?
the Wallabies are still the Wallabies. Nothing's really changed for them.
Okay. Is this a hashtag dominant season or a hashtag underdog story?
I would say it's still a hashtag dominant season, but I would be surprised if they don't make the postseason.
Okay.
And then the Silver Eagles are still Silver Eagles.
Oh, they're going to probably be in the Super Casual Bowl.
Oh goodness.
Oh.
Alrighty then.
Ahead of the
Excited.
Venom?
I actually...
I don't know. The Venom are the best 1-0 team we've ever seen. They won, right?
They did.
Okay, good.
So
I wasn't going to check.
So this is kind of one of those things where I think it's going to depend on how the rest of the season plays out. The Venom, there's one thing that gives me real pause about them, and that is that right now, they don't have a kicker.
Oh. I thought for a moment you were going to say that they have a dog.
No.
Or a quarterback.
No, they have a quarterback. So I think...
B.
No, just Greg Gase the first. Greg Gase V is a DL. Greg Gase the fifth is a DL.
I have to pay more attention to the Greg Gase genealogy.
Anyway, let's go live as we're waiting for people to shuffle on in.
Weren't live already?
Yeah, we went live.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you forget?
Like we went live early.
Actually, we went live late.
Right.
And so anyway, so Space Raid is a playbook, and I don't think it's... We don't have a running back in New Zealand. Mickey Mouse has gotten into a fight with Chinstrap Pengu in the ISFL. And so they're not on speaking terms right now, if I understand the beef correctly.
Oh my.
So, yeah, Wallabies are without a running back, but that's okay. They say, we've got a plan, and it's going to be yeet the ball.
All right, they're going to be throwing it. They're going to be airing it out. They're going to be
and
floating the ball.
What playbook is better than a 4-wide receiver, than a heavy 0 running back playbook with nothing but deep bombs and deep passes?
Julian McMorris go weed.
Nothing in my mind. I don't think anything can beat that.
So Scorp built... Also, it also helps that the person who built this playbook is Scorp, the original GM for the New Zealand Wallabies.
God. It hasn't been updated.
Oof. Flag here, though, and it's going to be an offsides, giving them a fresh chance at 3rd and 5.
You almost said fresh set of downs, huh?
Yeah, I know. One can dream. 5 wide receiver set. McMorris finds Smith. Jalen Smith, the third, will get his first career catch, but not enough for the first down.
We're going to see a lovely punt. Glad to have these around.
From the punt god himself.
By one of the greater return or kickers in this league. Duck football.
The punt god.
The one and only.
Softens gives it to Rahe, and Rahe is stopped.
Maximus the 7th?
Yep. So it's really, if you want to learn Roman numerals at a really easy rate, V is 5, and Maple with a catch and spin.
I like that, but my thing was I couldn't really read it.
Oh.
I need to... It's all right. I know my Roman numerals.
Rahe. Again, stopped by Brutus Maximus 7th.
Again.
Maple,
Maple up the side. Nice catch.
3rd and 1. Wallabies stop him there, so they just got to get a stop here.
I feel like Maple's just been around for a long time.
He has.
I thought he was on the Dragons at one point.
He was last season and season
Oh,
before.
that was a dangerous throw, but worked out okay.
And so here we go.
Who's their kicker?
So one of the things I pointed out in the schedule on the final week is that there are 3 super casual matchups that are happening tonight. This one is the only one that happened twice. And it's funny. There's these small things that I notice. That the Wallabies are now down by a field goal because, funnily enough, the reason the Wallabies won against the Aztecs one year is because the Aztecs were out of field goal range because they didn't have max kick power because they went with the kick return strategy.
Well, you know what? It's a give and take.
It is. And then they changed how the engine runs, and so that give and take no longer exists.
Well, you know what? You have to make some conscious choices in life. And
I do. McMorris in trouble. Oof.
Ooh. So far, Space Raid has been.
It's been doing what it's designed to do. It's just against good DBs. Honestly.
Right.
response to okay.
And Colt Remington Wellington will get the first.
Shooting for a first down. He got it.
Space Raid is a very... Here's the other thing about Space Raid. Phil, do you remember the Tater quote?
Which one?
I wanted
You're
to
only
beat the
one straight
Wallabies fair and square.
Oh yeah.
Just want to make sure that's good.
Are the Silver Eagles
And Colt
wide
Remington
open?
Wellington to the house.
You know
Touchdown.
what? That's just how it is when you're playing aggressive Billy Bean football.
Yeah. So anyway, Tater said as the Wallabies were running Space Raid, they had already beaten the Wallabies once. They were looking to do it again. Ooh, and duck football, it's high winds, dude.
Woo! It's high winds, dude.
Says, that's a shame they're running Space Raid. I wanted to beat them fair and square. Moments before disaster.
Even worse than my Aliens prediction from last season.
It was almost as bad, except the Wallabies were down by, I think, like 2 or 3 scores at that point. Yours was just one play. His was an entire quarter.
Oof.
As the Wallabies drummed up a victory with just deep bomb on deep bomb. Short pass to Scotty doesn't know, and that'll be a first.
Is anybody in the stream?
It doesn't look like anyone's chatting it up. That's okay. We keep playing, we enjoy.
It's like a little nice little hangout.
Yeah. Montroy will get the first here.
Let's go, Softens. You're my fantasy quarterback. Let's go.
By the way, I want to point out, while it's only the second quarter, the Wallabies had a 2% chance of winning tonight. It goes to show these predictions are not the most accurate. As Riot is going to fly forward and get the first. Then
2 first down plays in a row. That's a big deal.
Absolutely. 93 yards of offense. Pretty balanced, too. This time Rahe is stopped, and it's Brutus Maximus the 7th. Linebackers had 3 tackles so far, each for a loss.
2nd and 11. Throws. Caught
Finds
by Maple.
And it's 3rd and 2. Hit while throwing and incomplete.
So they will be held to a field goal attempt.
Which,
But with the high winds, dude, who knows what's going to happen?
I think Bond will make it. Bond's pretty accurate. The problem is Joester didn't update, so he needs to put in TPE since the reset. He's essentially a glorified bot. Colt Remington Wellington will take this one to about the 20. and a goal line formation here.
That is a whoa. They use their running back?
That's a
Oh
goal line
my.
formation. It's a playbook we can't take out. But it's okay. They're back to their standard 4 wide receiver, 1 tight end, and Jalen Smith III will get it, and the Johnny Tsunami face
Oh.
mask is going to add insult to injury.
That looked nearly intercepted at first.
It did. We were talking about legacy, so we'll talk about Jamirico Robinson Jr. Jalen Smith III is the running back after the legendary Jalen Smith I. And Jalen Smith III again comes in big.
They know when you talk about him.
They do.
Sorry, I had to step away for a moment. Looks like the Wallabies are cooking. Oh, that is a nice throw.
Over the middle, and Remington Wellington. This is going to be really interesting. How well does space rate function at first and
Wait.
goal?
Wait a
Those
minute.
over the middle passes are just lethal.
Fullback dive.
Fullback dive without a running back.
We don't have a running back. We don't have a fullback. Stop lining up in goal line, you God.
Line up in goal line every time. Botterman, go! Get your touchdown! Make your Hall of Fame case.
This is the only downside to the space rate. You didn't expect this.
You can't throw it deep. It'd be out of bounds.
And Linus Riverboat will get this TFL. And so
So
duck
they'll attempt to make
football.
it. He will attempt to make it 6-9. Nice.
Toasty. Yes, something happened. The Wallabies are leading 9-6.
Or 6-9, depending on how you view it.
No.
Okay.
You can't see that? Uh-oh. What do you mean by, like, you can't see it? Like, the screen's not showing up, or talk to me?
That might explain why nobody's talking in chat.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, okay, no!
I'm going to pause, as we've been talking about a great game. And, yeah, let me...
And nobody has seen it.
Hello, Green Army.
Wow, there's people.
It's funny.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
All right, we're just going to... Huh. Alright, I'm going to close and reopen Streamlabs. We might lose the stream, but it's going to be worth it.
Will it?
Yeah,
We
well,
hope it'll be worth it.
I'll be right back.